Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the 100. This is the finale of season 1. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the first season, and as always, if you want to watch the full episode, it is available free in the description below. Just click the link, put the password in and enjoy. But we also run our most likely to dislike characters of season 1, and that is in the description as well. Now we're going to reveal your results and mine in today's episode, so if you've not voted in time, no dramas. The vote will always stay open, so whether you're watching this in season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7, you can still go and you can change the end result. So please do click on it, spend 30 seconds just choosing your most likes and dislikes and have your say. It's exciting to see, and I can't wait to see everybody's opinions of this season so far when we do the results in a minute. But recapping the last episode, very interesting. We found out that the Grounders are not the only people on Earth. Yes, we've got the Grounders, we've got the 100, and we've got somebody called the Reapers, who the Grounders are actually scared of. It looked like that Finn was going to die. It looked like Clark was going to die, but who come to save the day? Lincoln. Yes, he come, he got them, he put them into the tunnels, and he went running. Now, the Reapers, they're also in there as well, but we know the Grounders are scared of them, and they don't want to go inside the tunnels. They don't know the way around, and they're too scared to go after Clark, Finn, and obviously Lincoln, so they left them in there because, like I said, they're scared. They're going to find another way to get them, and obviously they're coming, hopefully, to attack the camp today in today's episode. But in the tunnel, we did see the Reapers, absolute savages. They looked really scary. They was beating up the guards who actually come down, it looked like, from the Ark, and, pretty much savagely killing all of them. Lincoln kind of sacrificed himself, so to speak. He caused a diversion. He killed one of them. They chased after him. They went one way. Obviously, Clark and Finn, they went another. They managed to get back to camp. Now, at camp, Murphy has taken, well, first of all, he took Jasper as a hostage, and then, obviously, he traded him for Bellamy. Now, Jasper and Raven, they was trying to do the malfunction of the doors, so they can open them so everybody can come in and actually save them. But he ended up shooting through the floor and he hit Raven. She did successfully open the doors, and when he ran inside, yes, Bellamy was hanging by his neck. He was pretty much just about to die, just the same way as obviously he was going to kill kill Murphy earlier on in the season. But Murphy used this distraction to blow a hole in the side of the ship, jump out and run off into the jungle, so to speak. So again, guy's gone rogue. He's really unpredictable, pretty entertaining, to be honest. Bellamy's still alive. Raven has been shot. They've arrived back in camp, Finn and obviously Clark. They've said, they're coming. They're going to attack us. We've got information off Lincoln. He said that we need to, cross the river, go to the end. He's got some people there that will protect us. They'll give us weapons. They'll obviously help defend ourselves, and we can be better positioned to obviously deal with the attack from the Grounders. So I'm excited to see what happens. The people on the Ark are getting ready to come back down to Earth. They said that they've got 51 hours or something left to live. They're going to use the thrusters to push themselves into the Earth's atmosphere. They're anticipating the Ark to kind of fall apart, and they're trying to find which best part of the Ark is most sustainable for them to be there when it does start disintegrating, so they can safely come back down to Earth. So going to be a crazy final episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So just before we jump into the final episode, it's time to vote for our most liked and disliked characters of this season. I'm going to show my results and yours as well, so can't wait to see those. I would like to thank every single person that's taken the time out to click on here and obviously engage with the channel. And if you guys have not done it yet, don't worry, it's still open and it will always stay open. So regardless of the results you see in today's video, you can always change it by having your say. So please go in the link in the description and get voting. But like I said, it is a finale, and we're going to show you the best results currently up until this point, so let's jump into it right now. Here we are, we're voting for our most disliked character of the season. If I do have to be honest, this one's quite hard. There's not really been many characters that I actually dislike. You do get them in seasons, and we are going all the way to season 7, so I'm sure there's going to be characters that have a great season, characters that have like a really bad season and really get on our nerves. This season, it was kind of like a feeler. I thought Kane was going to be annoying when he was first introduced, Murphy was kind of annoying here and there. But their characters kind of grew throughout the season, and I didn't really mind them. So I'm just going to pick a person who was absolutely selfish and only thought about herself and tried to, destroy pretty much everybody on the ship for her own, obviously, personal reasons. And she ended up getting killed as well. So ruthless. Diana, I'm just going to vote her. So I'll be interested to see if you guys obviously have the same opinion as me. So let's see the random results now. Okay, so here we are. The most disliked character of season 1 is Diana. Now, before you ask, why have you changed clothes? We do run our Patreon account where we post the videos early. So obviously this is me in the future of the record, coming back to the YouTube after everybody's taken part and obviously put their votes in. So I'd like to thank every single person that has actually done that. And if you'd like to catch obviously season 2 and hopefully season 3 before they come onto the YouTube, just dive over there, subscribe, and obviously we can get involved in the conversation. But here, the conversation is Diana being the most disliked. That was my vote. It's interesting that it's yours as well. I like the massive mix, to be honest, between characters. I know that Abby, Jaha, and Octavia have only got one vote, but they've done enough this season to annoy somebody so much that they've been voted for, and that is good for me, because without everybody engaging, leaving the comments, the likes, the Patreon, obviously here on the YouTube, taking part in these, I wouldn't know what everybody's opinions are, and I would just rock with my own thoughts, you know what I mean? So it's good that we're here opening a discussion. So we can all agree that she was selfish, blowing up the arc, you know, trying to bring her own people down that she believed deserved to be the first people in the dropship. She thought that, you know, her people deserve to go down more than engineers, scientists, and do you know what I mean? Like people who could actually try and make the world habitable, and they kind of got what was coming to them. Now, me personally, I kind of gutted that they all kind of died. I would have liked to see some of them survive and kind of join the group and expand it a little bit, but maybe we see everybody from the arc come down and obviously like dominate themselves and join obviously Octavia, Clark, Bellamy, and everybody else. So it's going to be interesting. Thanks so much for taking part in obviously the most disliked. I can't wait to see the most liked character. We are on our most liked character. So this is interesting because I have to say, right, probably my most liked character of the season is probably Jasper in the small amount of scenes that he's been in. But I actually don't think he's been in enough scenes for me to give him a most liked character. And I know that's like sounds pretty strange because obviously Diana's not been in many scenes. But I actually think like I'm going to give mine, yeah, to Bellamy. I think he's had a really good season. I think he started off where I didn't really know how to take him, and I think that he had a few dodgy episodes here and there where I thought, you know what, I think you're a bit of an ass. And as the season's progressed, I've really liked what he's done. He's got a good connection with many characters. He's been heavily involved in the storylines. He's shown good emotion, good, obviously, like, acting as well. And like I said, mate, I just feel like his character's progressed so much. I feel like he's clicked with a lot of people. And I'm excited to see, obviously, what we do with him moving into it. Because I kind of feel like him and Clark are... Well, I like the tension, sexual tension between them. I think they'd be a great couple, me. I feel like he's had a really good season. You know, I've jumped on to like his story and I've really enjoyed his progression throughout it, and I think, you know, like you got to give credit where credit is due. I feel like if Jasper was in it as much as Bellamy, he would have clearly took it, but I feel like because he's took me through the emotions, Bellamy, and you know he's swung me round at the very end, had a solid season, I'm going to pick him, and I can't wait obviously to see what he does in tonight's episode. Oh, here we are for the most liked character of season 1, and Clark has took the lead with 12 votes. Now obviously I put Bellamy up there as my most liked, so I am one of the 10, and then Octavia's took it with 9 in third place. So that's really good. To be honest, look how close that top 3 is. I like it. Really, really do. It just shows that everybody has taken, again, like I just repeated a minute ago, different opinions and feelings and enjoyments out of different characters. And you know what I mean? Like if I didn't see this, I would have just thought Bellamy was everybody's favourite maybe in season 1, but I loved the mix. And again, if you look down there, Jaha and Abby have got 1 again. They have 1 on the dislike, they got 1 on the light. And I like how Jasper and Raven have obviously got them. Now, I think Jasper is pretty good, and I would have possibly voted him higher if I was doing the ranking, but he's not in it as much as the top 2. They was like heavily focused, and you know the reason why I picked Bellamy is obviously you just heard about it, but obviously his character progression through the season, I thought he started off a proper arsehole and I wasn't too sure in what he was doing, and then we moved on, and then you know I really liked his connections like with Clark and like everything that they ended up doing and fighting the grounders. So you know what, I thought both of them had a solid season. To be honest, to have 3 characters do so well in the first season of a new show, that's a big win, isn't it? So let's hope that we move into the next few seasons and it can keep progressing and we can have more people added to the most liked characters, and we can see people's characters keep going and going and going. Because I don't know if you ever watched my channel on the Vampire Diaries, for example, Damon Salvatore is my favourite character, and he pretty much won every single season. Now, sometimes I actually don't think he should have won every season, and I didn't vote for him every season as well. And it's going to be interesting to see, obviously, what everybody thinks on this show. If everybody picks Clark every time, or if we alternate for every season, because Clark's clearly the main character, in my opinion. So it's going to be interesting to see, obviously, if people stick with her and enjoy what she's doing, or if other people can rise to the top. So thanks for checking out the channel today. Hopefully, you guys do enjoy the final episode. And thanks so much for taking part in the polls. As always, you guys are amazing, and this wouldn't be possible without everybody's engagement. Also, if you're going to wonder why we chop over back to our green hoodie, like I said, we do have a Patreon where we post it first and then we move over to the YouTube, so that's just why. But the rest of the video will be as first recorded back when we done it with the first reaction. So thanks so much everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
I don't understand. How did Murphy get a gun?
Murphy hit the fuel tank instead of me, we'd all be dead.
Let's get back to the Reapers. Maybe they'll help us. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?
That bullet is still inside you. By some miracle, there's no internal bleeding. It might hold until we get somewhere safe. But you are not walking there.
It's a 120-mile walk to the ocean.
Look, we're wasting time.
That's far, that.
Stay. He can stay.
I gave them an easy choice. But 5 minutes ago, they were willing to fight and die for you. I'm afraid we're gonna need that again before this day is through. You did good here, Bellamy.
18 dead.
82 alive.
Why are we stopping?
Oh, isn't that? Oh, what a shot, mate. That was sick, honestly. That was a proper throw. Took him well out. But, I mean, there's quite a lot of, like, blood and attacking and gruesome stuff in this. It's not, like, hardcore that you can't watch, but it's pretty decent. But I've tested, like, 1 or 2 videos onto the YouTube because they do get flagged and stuff, and people, like, the claimants do it. And all of them are, like, demonetized because, what is it? Because of like the gruesomeness of it. Pretty much like you can't run adverts on any of them. I'm not bothered. I literally make no money off the YouTube anyway, but I think it's hilarious that like literally I can't post any of the show because it's like stabbing, fighting, shooting, killing animals, you know what I mean, like spears, crossbows, like arrows, everything. It's crazy. Every episode has got some sort of gruesome action. I love it. I think it's decent. I wish I had more of it. Hopefully we get more of that today. Literally full on action, loads of deaths and stabbings and shootings. It's gonna be well good if that's how we started. They've retreated back to the camp. Oh, his head, mate. His head.
Lincoln said the scouts would be the first to arrive.
If it's just scouts, we can fight our way out.
Run and get picked off out in the open, or stand and fight back.
I'd stay if I could create all these bombs.
Looks like you've got your fight.
Okay then, this is what we've been preparing for. Kill them before they kill us. Gunners, to your post. While you two were gone, we made some improvements. Thanks to Raven, Gully's mind. She also built grenades. We'll make them count.
Inflict casualties, as many as possible.
We can hold them off long enough to make them turn back. You got a better idea?
I'd absolutely blow this whole ship up. That's what I would do.
Fire the rockets. A ring of fire.
I like it.
You give me enough time, I'll cook them real good.
Reentry will be violent, and it will be very, very hot. Mission will break the Ark back into its original stations.
Some of the station will explode.
No one said that this will be easy, ladies and gentlemen. Just that if we don't try it, we all die.
Raven, we can't find the ignition system.
I can't feel my legs.
Oh, no way, man.
Bad, huh?
Silence is never good, is it?
The bullet's in your spine.
I was gonna say, I'd be fuming if she ends up having no legs for the rest of the show.
We can slow the bleeding. Would that help? The stuff the grounders had. Coagulant. You said that Lincoln had some too. Betting that there's more of it at his cave. If you won't let me save you, how about we save everybody else? I need to do this.
Totally forgot last episode he told her he loved her, didn't he? He didn't even say it back. You know what I actually can't wait for, honestly? I know it makes nothing to do with the show, right? Change of clothes. I know they haven't got no clothes, so they have to wear the same ones, but man, like, I like an appearance change, I do. When we start, like, when he had his haircut, it was a pleasant change. When we go into next season, I'm hoping people have haircuts, people have different clothes, appearances, because they're all wearing the same stuff. He's still got his blue jacket on, she's still got her orange, she's still got that little V-neck grey sweater thing, like top that she had on. He's had blood all over it at one point. It's been washed, you know what I mean? Everybody's wearing the same stuff. I can't wait for next season for a change of appearances.
In peace, may you leave this shore. In love, may you find the next. Take us home.
Taking us home, sir. Separate.
Nothing happened.
Someone will have to launch manually.
Salvation comes at a price.
Like a wrestler walking down, shaking everyone's hand to the ring. You lucky guy. Cat with 9 lives, all of them.
Thelonious, where are you?
You'll see your daughter soon.
That's nice, but he's going to stay alive, I reckon. What is the maths on that? I know that it looks like he's going to die, which I don't think is going to happen. we was told last episode that there was 51 man days for 700 people. So if you take 700 people times 51 days, that equals 35,500 days, technically, of life oxygen that is available still on the Ark. 35,500 days. Now, if only one man is going to occupy all of that oxygen, 35,000 divided by, you know, 365 days gives him an average time of like 97 years of oxygen left for one person on that ship. So, like, I know it looks like he's going to die, but the maths ain't mathing. He ain't dying. Do you know what I mean? His lifespan, he's probably got about 30, 40 years and he's dead anyway. You know, if they had 35,000 days worth of oxygen left last episode and there's only going to be one man left, he's got like 97 years of oxygen. So he should be okay, technically. He might have, well, that's what I think anyway. So if they successfully go back down to Earth, they could talk to him, they could communicate, he could try and put something together, he could learn, he could do a ship himself, or they could create something on the ground and go up. Who knows, mate? But he definitely isn't dying anytime soon. Hey, they let him know they're coming. I love it when they beat the drums.
Where's Octavia?
She left 5 minutes ago, didn't say where to.
The longer they wait, the better. This is about buying time for Raven.
There!
Don't shoot.
Stop! Stop! Hold your...
You need a clear shot.
Do you see it or don't you?
No, it's a mess down here.
I finally found something you're not good at. I used to be picked first for everything. 0G mech course. First, every time. So how the hell did I end up here?
I'd pick you first.
Of course you would. I'm awesome.
Great answer, honestly. There we go. One of them got it.
Jasper's right. Don't fire until you're sure it's attack. Repeat, do not fire until you are sure.
They got Murphy.
That's for not telling us about the minefield.
I wanted them to attack anyway. I can't wait for him to come and get them. But it was obvious that they was trying to get him to shoot bullets. How you shoot? See? Got no bullets. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Hold on to me. Let me get you behind that wall.
Why are you not there? Raven was shot. We need medicine to slow the bleeding.
You came to save one life.
I don't have time to explain. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. How far do the Reapers chase you?
They'd still be chasing me if I didn't lose them. Why?
Oh, we need to send them there.
I have a really bad idea.
I already know your idea without you saying it. You want to get the Reapers, you want to take him to that direction, and then you want them to fight. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. No, it's only your friend in this situation here because they're going to pose as not a decoy, but they're going to buy yourself some time because they're going to start fighting. So the enemy of my enemy is my enemy, but we're all united today in a fight. So that's going to be good. They need to get the Reapers and they need to pull them towards the camp. They do. That time in that Raven.
Not yet, but soon.
There's so many of them.
No! We need more time.
I think that they're getting friends, yeah.
That is the Ark.
Finn. They don't know what to do, look. It's a three-way battle now. That's good. That was good. They didn't even hesitate, did they? They was like, boom, let's fight.
Octavia.
It's deep. I can help you, but you have to come with me now.
He's gonna trust him now. Go on, Bellamy. He's letting her go on her own.
Let him help.
I want her to come back face paint next season.
Maybe we meet again.
Maybe we meet again.
Taking down the gate. Good, because I did it.
Stopped. Yes, go on, Finn. The thing is, what's she gonna do in there on her own? She ain't killing them, mate.
Anya, you can't win.
Yeah. Oh. Fuck. Boom. Oh, look at all them that are frying. Where's Finn and Bellamy? That is my question. That was pretty good, that, actually. Before we go into that there, I need to know what actually happened to Bellamy and Finn. Now, obviously, they was fighting. Now, the one good thing that they know is that that was coming. So I do think they're alive. The same way I think this guy's not dying on the Ark. The same way I don't think they're dead. I know, like, it could be an oh my god shocker moment, but we know knowledge. Knowledge, there was enough air for 700 people for 51 days. Knowledge that they know that that was their plan. So if they knew that they wasn't getting on the ship, they can get away from that location. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've got faith in it. What has happened to Monty? Now, let's be honest, we are nearly finished this season, and he's seen something, he dropped his talker, and he's nowhere to be seen again since there, and I'm excited for that. It's got to be something very, very good.
Hello? Is someone there? Keep talking so I can lock you in.
Mecha Station's on the ground? Who's Mecha Station? Is that Abby's clan? Yeah. What a view that is, though. Let's be honest, they've landed with the best view going.
There's smoke in the distance. It might be another station.
We'll check it out. Fine clock.
I want him to come down, man. I do actually want him to come down.
Maybe we meet again.
Maybe meet again. You better add land on the ground. They pretty much near enough wiped out all of the grounders, though, aren't they? Like, if you think about it. Oh, yes.
Mountain men.
Mountain men. So it is somebody else. Mountain men's not even the Reapers. They've got lasers. Oh, they look like seals. Yes, that is good, mate. Look at this. Yes, that is good. I'd never trust a hardcore white lab. You know, like, something mad's going on in there. Someone else was at the door then. Did you see it? There he is. So that's what he's seen.
Monty?
Mount... There, they got there. Mount Weather. What was that breathing to finish off? Yo, that was pretty good, to be honest. You know, it did answer my question last episode, I believe it was, when I said, what's actually happened to that place? You know, they was told to come down here with... There was a place that had supplies of 300 people for 2 years. And now they did try to get there. They had one attempt. They got attacked, and we totally forgot about it. Never to be heard of again until today's episode, which is really good. We've seen it. That is obviously what Monty found. And now the interesting thing is, yeah, that is proper clean. You know what I mean? Looks high tech. There's cells. The camera actually had T. Griffin on there. So, like, you know, they've got the technology to be watching them, typing names in. They know who they are. Do you know what I mean? How would they have got a name if it wasn't somebody that they'd known, or slash, do you know what I mean, been watching them? They're not just going to capture somebody and know your stuff. So again, that one's interesting. I actually like how the Mountain Men is somebody else, you know, because we did know that the Grounders was here, and obviously we knew that these guys, and then we got the other ones introduced last episode, didn't we? The Reapers, we seen them, and we had the Mountain Men referenced by Lincoln earlier on in the season, and I was thinking, I wonder who they are. Is he referencing his own people? You know what I mean? Or somebody else? Then we seen the Reapers, and I didn't know if it was them or not. But no, the Mountain Men are somebody else. They look like well, obviously they're all humans, obviously, but like they look totally different to the Grounders. They look like actual kind of the 100 style. They just had hoodies on, but they did have masks, and they had guns, and they looked like seals. You know, they had the lasers, and they didn't kill Griffin, but they. You know what I mean? They've got a lot of them. They must have captured all of them. Now, the question is, obviously, we didn't get it answered, is Bellamy or is Finn dead? That is the cliffhanger going into next season, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? The cliffhanger that they left us with is, are all the Grounders gone? Where's Bellamy and Finn gone? What's happened to Octavia? Where did, like, Lincoln take her? Do you know what I mean? And who are these Mountain Men? It's very, very interesting. I'm liking it. You know, we've got the Ark coming back into the Earth as well, atmosphere. They've landed here. Pretty close to them, to be honest. He's still got contact to Jaha. He's up there on his own. I personally think that he's not going to die. I think there's definitely enough oxygen up there, but in terms of rations and food and stuff, maybe not enough. Who knows? If they did, I know he'd let everybody go willy-nilly freely on the rations, but they'd still probably be enough, like, for him to survive for quite a lot of time. He'll have to do sort of like a Matt Damon style thing, you know, when he went on to when he went to Mars and the Martian. And he had to be, well, he was a botanist, didn't he? He had to science the shit out of it, as he said. And he started, you know, making his own food. He was getting his potatoes out, you know, he was planting them. He was trying to make, like, I don't know, like 1 month's food turn into like 3 years until they come and got him. That's what he needs to do. He needs to self-preserve, pretty much. He needs to get everything, ration it out, see what he could play, you know, like, build, see what he can farm, see what technology he's got left, if he can create his own ship, if he can contact Earth, if they could do something. Because I don't think that he's going to die. I actually think he's pretty good. And do you know what? Like, I respect him. I do respect him. The reason why I respect him is when it come to it, when 300 people had to die, he wanted to be part of them. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to let other people sacrifice themselves without him being there. And again, he sacrificed himself. So you've got to respect that guy. And it is devastating knowing that, well, not everybody. We did see some of it blow up, but like we did see people successfully land, and knowing that you could have been on that ship, but you're up there and you just left on your own while people are loving the earth, so to speak. You've got to be wounded. He's definitely got FOMO, and I hope that he comes down at least one day. Okay, and that's going to wrap up the finale of the first season of the 100. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today and throughout the whole season. If you've been on the Patreon, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thanks for supporting the channel. And if you have taken part in the polls for the most likely to dislike, you guys are the reason why it's so entertaining for me to do these videos, because your engagement makes this whole thing so much more better. And if you've not taken part, then it's still open for you to do so, and we could go and we could look at the results. See if they change by the time obviously we finish the entire show, because the winner of the vote, you know, in season 1, when we get to season 5 or something and go back and look at it, might not be the winner, because more people could have reviewed it, taken part, and, you know, cast their opinions. And that is the whole beauty of the vote being continuously open. This season was good. I enjoyed it. To be honest, I've been watching different shows like 13 Reasons Why and Peaky Blinders, for example. From a selfish point of view, like, the reason why I feel like this show is like really refreshing for me is because those other shows are 60 minutes long and this is 40. Now, obviously, when I watch it, it's 1 hour. Plus, you had the talking, the intro, the middle, and the end. You know what I mean? They become about an hour and a half to record. Plus, you edit it, it takes 1 hour. So it's like 2.5 hours per episode. Where here, it takes 40-minute episode. Then you talk at about an hour, and then you do your edit for 40 minutes. So it goes from 1 hour 40 to 2 hours and a half. There's a big, massive difference. You know what I mean? My personal like life in doing this and watching it and engaging, and I like it. It's so more like I can watch like 3 episodes by the time I do like one of those ones. So like it's so refreshing and good. I forgot I'm churning them out more quicker. I could sit down today. I've watched 3 episodes, and like I feel like I'm fully invested. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm engaged in the show more because I'm watching more. And do you know what I mean? So from like a selfish point of view, I'm really loving it. And then I'm obviously enjoying reading you guys' comments and seeing the interaction with you guys, and then the polls as well. Like I said, it just makes it so much more better, and it's so good to see. You know, I'm excited for next season. New characters, you know, costume designs. That's one thing that I actually enjoy seeing. People's haircuts changing, people's appearances going. People get beards, people get a skinhead. You know, people get long hair. People change the clothes. You know what I mean? Personalities. There's going to be characters this season that we like, that next season we don't like. That's just a standard thing. It happens. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe Murphy comes back, and you know, he wasn't dead. He was in a bad way. We've seen Cats with 9 Lives on this show. Do you know what I mean? Abby, I don't know how many times she survived. Definitely way more than 9. Do you know what I mean? And Murphy's ticking up there as well. So it's going to be exciting to see what he plays next season. But we have got lots of people introduced now. You know, we've got the Grounders, we've got the 100, we've got the Mountain Men, and we've got the Reapers. You know what I'm saying? Like proper wars going on for the Earth. Now, I like how when the attacks was coming and, you know, Finn dragged them all there, they didn't hesitate. They seen them. They was like, boom, mate, you're my enemy. Let's go. And it is true. You know, Finn was saying the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something, but it's not the case here. It's literally like the enemy of my enemy is my enemy, but right now they could be my savior, you know, pretty much. And that's what it was. They saved them from that attack. Now, is she called Anya? The woman that they captured? Now, she, you know, I don't know what she was thinking that she was doing. She jumped on that ship like she was going to take them all down. And literally, as soon as she got in that door, she had 2 knives there, all like guns pointing at her. She got knocked down instantly, tied up. But now, obviously, we're seeing here, Clark, she's been left in the, you know, in one of these cells with cameras watching her, and we see Monty on the other side. I don't know what's happened to everybody else because we haven't actually seen that. I'm assuming all of them have been taken. They're not going to kill, you know, most of them and keep a couple of randoms alive unless they have been watching them for a long time and they know that she's a doctor, she could be an asset. Do you know what I mean? He's like an engineer, he's an asset. You know, the question is what's going to happen to Raven. We've seen her, she lost you know, feeling in the legs. The bullet went into her, and as the episode progressed, she was getting worse and worse, deteriorating, and she lost those feels. Now I'm hoping that she gets them back because, like I said, she is a good asset, and you know, even though her relationship with Finn has been on the rocks, she has helped everybody, and she's been really good, and her knowledge is power. That's what it is. Knowledge is power. But now we're down on the earth. Do you know what I mean? I wonder how many more people from the Ark have survived. Are they going to get over there? Are they going to get attacked themselves? Are they going to see the problems that obviously the 100 have currently ran into? Because obviously if they're walking through the woods and they run into the Reapers, they're going to attack them. Same with the Grounders, same with obviously the Mountain Men. Everybody is everybody's enemy here, and they're not just going to let you walk around willy-nilly. It's their territory and they want to protect it. You know, there's traps and everything. You know, they got to worry about wildlife as well. They might think that they got the resources, but they haven't. You know, you seen the camp at the very end compared to where they started. They had walls up, they had weapons, they had grenades, they had bombs, you know what I mean, they have rifles, all this to protect themselves, because as you can see, that one little throw took that guy's head right off me. Madness. And I really enjoyed it. I think that it's been a good season, definitely got me hooked. I've really enjoyed jumping in and watching it, like I said, because the episodes are short, even though they're 40 minutes, they're short compared to what I've been watching. I feel like I've just invested because I'm watching more and more, and I'm obviously getting closer to the characters a lot quicker, so I can't wait for next season, see what we have to offer. Hopefully you guys stick around. Like I said, if you're interested in watching season 2 early, and it's on the Patreon way before the YouTube. So if you go there, you just, you know, you subscribe over to the Patreon, then you can watch all of obviously season 1, any other show that's on the channel, as well as season 2 before it comes onto the YouTube. But if you just want to wait until the YouTube, then that's no dramas, because when we do release it on the YouTube, then those videos that come off, you know, the subscription become to open for everybody, and you guys can watch them as they are released. So there's 2 options, and hopefully you guys enjoy the content that's coming to the channel. Thanks everybody for supporting the series so far. Hopefully you stick around for the remainder. Hopefully season 2 is just as good as season 1, and I can't wait to see everybody's progression. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in season 2. Cheers guys.